Data for Democracy Hackathon team worked on a project this weekend where we completed an API of our General Assembly's work during the most recent legislative session, which actually wrapped up the day before yesterday, March 30th, I believe. So I'll just walk through a little bit about why we wanted to do this. Okay, so this is the Kentucky LRC, the Legislative Research Council's website. The Kentucky LRC is tasked with a lot of very difficult tasks, some of which are nearly impossible. But one of those tasks is to send the votes to the people of Kentucky, let people know how their legislature voted during each particular session. The way they do that is through this website, which just based on the way that it looks, you can probably tell it's not the most high-tech version of how this information could be shared. And just as an example of what it looks like, these are all of the bills that were filed this session. So if you click on, Senate Bill 1, this is a little bit of the text. You can get some more of the vote history down here. And if you want to look at the actual vote history, this is what it looks like. This is an image file. It's a PDF with an image in the middle of it. And this here is a text file that's stored in a PDF. So this is all knitted together in a PDF and shared on their website exactly like this. It's not that conducive to searching for data analysis for any sort of front-end application. You couldn't really do much with this information unless you had a very specific question, like how did Senator Alvarado vote on Senate Bill 1? If you had that question, you could come here and you could answer it. So what we wanted to do is to essentially use all the information that they had for us, that they worked very hard to put together for us, and use it to create an API that would be readable, searchable, usable in a way that you could present information about the legislature that required all of that information. At the end of the day, what we did was we scraped all of that information. A lot of it was done using R. We were able to utilize R to scrape a lot of that data from the House votes. You could see that were stored in text, but most of the Senate information had to be hand scraped, and really a lot of the House information too, information about sponsors and such, all of that had to be hand scraped. And I can show you, this is the folder we put it all in, and these are all the CSV files we used. We had a team of about 25 people, I would say all of whom did some scraping throughout the weekend. So we were able to pull all this together and put all this information into a folder here. We concatenated all that together using R, and then we spun up a PostgreSQL database also using R, and then we used Java to expose this to an API that we're hosting currently on Heroku. Here's a small bit of the documentation. This is about as far as we got today. We have a lot of other ideas about how we can extend this a little bit further. But we already have a lot of good information stored here with the bills and stuff that we have. And just as an example of what you have available, so this is the legislator information here with the names of the legislature, some demographic information, and then all the votes that they took, all the bills that they voted yes on, all the bills they voted no on, and the votes that they missed. And if they passed on any votes, that information would be available here as well. There's other endpoints that you can utilize here, but we're really hoping that somebody takes a hold of this, is able to build some sort of application about it. We're really targeting journalists as users for this database. And I've also provided an extract. I'm actually working on doing it right now. I'm going to host this data on data.world, so you can pull an extract of the database if you'd rather analyze it via CSV and R or Python or something like that. So at the end of the day, that's what we've got. And yeah, that's about it. It was a lot of hard work. I'm very, very thankful for everybody that showed up. And, I think it's an amazing project. It's an amazing piece of work that everybody worked on. And I'm really happy with it. All right, that's it. Thanks.
Thank you, Robert. That was awesome.
Not a problem.
And come up second, the mayor came by and visited?
Yeah, he sure did. He sure did. The mayor actually came by and visited us. Mayor's a huge supporter of our of the open data movement, and he, we actually have an open data office here in Louisville. And the founder of the Civic Data Alliance, which is a major group in here that's behind that, is the current open data officer with the city of Louisville. So the mayor came by, was very supportive, and it showed a lot of interest in what we were doing. It was pretty cool.
That is awesome. Good job, Louisville.
Yeah.
And good job with the hard work. That's some great results.
Yeah, thanks.
And have a good one.